Hello guys, welcome, you're watching Headset VR, welcome to the channel, welcome to another gaming video. Now today I am featuring one of the games that is available to play on Steam Next Fest. It's a demo of a game called Testament, the Order of High Human. Let's start a new game and then we'll put it into 3D.
Another one. What a mess. What have you done to yourself, young man? This is a very dangerous place for a lonely man like you. But worry not. Nature, Father, will protect you. And soon you will be home like many others. That monster mended my wounds. I have to get out before he comes back.
Okay, so right, this is the start of the game. Now, what I've done, as you can see, it's already in stereoscopic, so we'll just show you all those settings. So I'll press the home key, and I'll put it into 3D. I'll increase the strength of the 3D very quickly here. So I did have a little bit of a tester a few minutes before I started this recording to see how it looked. And yeah, so it's quite dark in the room, so you probably can't see a lot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the Windows key and launch Virtual Desktop. Right, so Virtual Desktop is launched. I've now got the 3D image in a screen in front of my face. And I'm going to change it to half SBS and then minimise that down. And that'll put a 3D screen in front of my head, which is a representation of, well, like 3D. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to hit the headlock button. So what that has done, so it's kind of taken away any kind of head tracking. So you can't see any effect here on the screen. But then I've also opened Open Track. I've now got simulated head tracking. So I can now look up, look down, look to the right, and look to the left, and it's like I've got head tracking, and that feels a hell of a lot better. Now, what Open Track does, it simulates your mouse movements. So when you can turn left and right with your mouse, it's done the same thing here. So now I'm not touching the mouse and keyboard, I'm having a good look round, and this just looks absolutely brilliant. This game is called Testament, the Order of High Human. Now, I've had this on my wish list on Steam for a couple of weeks now. It's a first-person action-adventure RPG come Metroidvania game, and it's set in a post-apocalyptic fantasy world. Right, so anyway, enough talk, enough chatter. Let's get out there and see what's what. Now, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. I'm assuming that is not Yorick. I did know him well. I'm assuming you can play on gamepad. Now, one thing as well, when I started this game up, it attempted to start Steam VR. And I've had a look through the files, and there are some open VR files here, so there may be a possibility of VR support. I don't know. But hey, we're playing it using Reshade, Virtual Desktop, and OpenTrack. And in the headset, in the VR headset, it looks absolutely great. So I'm using an RX 6600 XT GPU, a Ryzen 9 3900 XT CPU, and I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. I'm playing on a Quest 2 headset with a link cable.
When I fell from the sky. The orb of Leroy's might only lead to the Seekers.
Really? Yeah, and I'm playing on a Quest 2 headset with a link cable to a PC. And the weather is not as good as it is in England at the moment. It is pissing down with rain. Right, so let's wander off into the unknown. Kindly someone's left an axe there with a box there with blobs of green stuff in it. And we now have an enemy to fight. A lot of games these days have a block. Oh. He's dropped some... Oh. He's dropped some green poop on the floor, which I'm assuming I can use to heal. Ah, it does work then. It was being a bit fiddly just. Okay. One to equip the sword, two to equip the bow. Well, I can't even eat the meat now. Bloody magic disappearing corpses. It's as bad as in Star Wars. If you fancy cannibalising a Jedi you've murdered, they bloody vanish into the Force. Sods. There you get him with the arrow.
Damn halflings.
Gotcha. Well, this one seems to have left something on the floor, and I don't mean a big brown boo. He's left some loot for me. Whoa, can't fight. Whoa! Gonna have to run. I can't change weapons for some reason. Well, that's one saving grace, that they don't have bows and arrows.
This creature just doesn't give up.
Ah. Oh, I see. We've got a little bit of parkour in, which has made it a bit more interesting. So yeah, honestly, if you work on the stealth and the enemy AI, then with parkour, it could make this a really, really good game. Let's see. Right, so what I want to do then, looking at this, if I take care of that doggy patrol, there's 2 of them. I don't know whether they actually saw me or it's counted as being spotted. Doesn't look like it. Right, so there are 2 yellow guys I think I need to take out.
What's happened to Tessara? Every damn monster in the realm has become so powerful. I should be careful.
Whoa! Right, let me see if I can take out one of the doggies. Because I am probably going to have to... potentially have to drop down. Whoa! You can get one, mate. Make sure every arrow counts.
I have no more arrows.
Okay, well...
The fallen giants of Hayren who turned into halflings.
I hate range fighters!
It's over.
I win!
How do you like it, brother? Being powerless like the mortals you cherish so much. It is so sad. The king of high humans, struggling with lowly creatures.
How can you stand before me? After you slaughtered all your brethren? Being so proud for disgracing your king? Why did you ruin everything when we finally had a chance at destroying darkness in Tessara once and for all? Why?
Even now you won't stop blabbering about the Seeker's ideals. Why do you insist on being a puppet to an old relic? Haven't we sacrificed enough? Why must I repel darkness when I can embrace it? Where did your way of light get you?
After 10,000 years, you're still a fool. I failed this realm as its guardian, but it will not happen again. It's your last chance to turn back, Harva. This time I won't hesitate to cut you down!
You talk big for the failure of the king. Standing against me without your powers, when even as a high human you couldn't. Try it, mortal. Let's see your futile struggle to change this realm's fate.
Well, he seems downright rude.
The Four Gardens was our home. How could you destroy it?
Well, obviously he's never met Alan Titmarsh, has he? I'm sure Alan will give him a piece of his mind. Oh, I can hold the sprint button while I'm climbing to climb faster. Or just normal speed like this. Faster seems better. Well, this does seem a bit more of an action game rather than an RPG. But I mean, we do have the options for leveling up, so maybe there are some RPG elements to it. There are some Metroidvania elements to it as well.
This road leads to the chamber's entrance.
Leads to whose entrance? Well, not mine, thankfully. So let's see how much more we've got of this.
This orb is the key to the three chambers.
Oh, good, we didn't pinch
The
it off
sacred
you.
oath forbids us to set foot in the three chambers of light. On my coronation day, the last king gave me the orb of Lyra. He said the oath is no more if Tessara falls to darkness.
Okay, well, at least I've got some more arrows, and it seems like there's loads of blood here. So overall, so far, looking at this game, it seems like it could be a pretty decent game. I mean, it's still, you know, a demo, it's still not been finished. So maybe if I point out some of the things I'm not, you know, overall with, then maybe they might get looked at, you know, maybe not. We'll see anyway. But like I said, I would like to see a better defense mechanism than a dodge, or maybe like an alternative option, because it doesn't really seem to dodge as responsively as I'd like.
The entrance to the Chamber of Radiance.
I'm assuming there are some opportunities to use magic at some point. But playing in 3D really does make this damn great. I can see all these statues. They all look impressive. And the head tracking now with the locked screen is just fantastic. So I'm assuming this demo is probably going to end at this point.
I told you you can't run away.
What?
Come on!
Right, so it does look like a standard, well, I say standard, looks like a typical medieval fantasy game. So I'm not sure what else is going to be in store here. But I think it does need to do a little bit more to stand out from the rest of the crowd. As such. I've got a couple of criticisms about the game, but...
Calamity befalls the realm. The tree of darkness blots the sky. As the light disappears, we bestow you the power of life. Bearer of the orb, claim this power. May the truth enlighten you.
I feel the power coursing through my veins.
But, well, I guess we'll see, won't we? Okay, this is going to be an interesting puzzle mechanic. Aha. Woof, there we go. Cool puzzle.
This place feels like a different dimension. Without the orb, it's impossible to get in. The Seeker's most prized possessions should definitely be here.
Can I walk on? No.
To serve the Creator's purpose. Following the path of light, we've seen the evolution of life, the establishment of civilizations, the rise of nations, the downfall of races. From one world to another, we travel the universe, encounter darkspawn everywhere. We will fight till the last of us stand. We are the seekers of the truth. We are the seekers.
You people taught us the way of light, to never surrender to darkness. But why did you leave Tessara alone when darkness shrouded everywhere?
Because of the rising cost of energy bills, obviously. It was too much for them to handle. Right, well this seems like an absolute blast, despite a couple of caveats to the game. Well, at least in my opinion anyway. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad game. I just think some things would make the experience that bit better, especially if you're going to try and play it in 3D. I mean, I'm sure as just in 2D, it'll still probably have a similar effect. But hey, I'm not going to play games like this in 2D. Why would I when I can play it in 3D? That would just completely be missing. half of the fun. Some of these puzzles are really fascinating. These puzzles are absolutely fascinating, these are. And there's so many different possibilities on how we can actually complete this. Ah, there we go. There we go. I mean, wow, who would have thought that is where we were going to end up. Here it comes. That's just absolutely fantastic, that puzzle is. So, yeah, I'm getting a bit more and more impressed by
With these revelations, I can unravel the Seeker's secrets and find the reason to their sudden departure.
I mean, I don't know how good the story's going to be overall. And there's some quite challenging puzzles. I'm really enjoying the puzzles. Combat could maybe do with a touch of work. Like I say, for various reasons. But, like I say, it's not the finished article. I'm not going to keep going on about it. Whoa, that was close. Okay, so far we've got puzzles, we've got parkour, we've got fantasy, we've got swords and sorcery. There's a lot going on in this game. It's like it's starting to impress me more and more as we go along. I mean, these puzzles are just okay. What am I going to do here? Is it all going to settle? Oh, whoa! That was close. Okay. Okay, let me get to the top. Can I place anything in? Nope, not yet. Well, I'm assuming that's where I need to jump to next. Ooh. Okay, and where road are we going? Oh. I think there's one over there, isn't that needs doing? I'm hoping this one doesn't flip around with all that long. Oh. This is quite challenging. It's fun though. My dear, bloody hell. Oh, here we go. What's that done? Let's open up a way out for me.
The truth to all things. The one who creates. Its will is omnipresent, and its power is omnipotent. Truth bestows us the glory of light. From destruction, a will rose up. It has gained sentience. Darkness is what it's called. Some of the Seekers succumbed to darkness, as they felt the truth was not enough. They named themselves Awakened.
Awakened? What nonsense. As fallen Seekers, their arrogance has no bound. In Tessara, they've even presented themselves to mortals as gods.
Whoa, close. What the hell? It would be interesting to test said weapon. Okay, I've gained another perk point. I'll look at that in just a moment.
Halflings, let's test my new powers.
Interesting. Let's
Damn halflings!
Sound like they're all taking a poo. Now, is he looking at me, or was he facing the other way? He's looking at me.
It's over.
Steal his health. Okay, I think that's all of them.
Given the ancient law of light, I spared them. As the guardian of the realm and a high human, I was banned from killing mortals. But these monsters don't deserve a second chance. They haven't changed their ways at all.
Look out for this when it comes out in July, I believe it does. And so far it's looking like a great little RPG. With a bit of Metroidvania in there, and some puzzles. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go now. I mean, there are some bits of the combat that could do with reworking. But there are a lot of good things about it too, so far from what I've seen. The puzzles are great fun. Cool, interesting. Bit of a challenge. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you can support the channel, that'd be great. So please subscribe and you'll see more VR related content like this. And PlayStation VR, Quest, other PC VR games, VR mods, VR tomfoolery. Also, if you do like the video, obviously hit the like button. And if you've got any comments to make about this video and any of the other content we do put out on the channel, please post your comments. Unless, of course, you fancy being a bit of a dickhead, then don't bother because I'll just ignore you. Otherwise, this is the demo on Steamfest that is available all of this week, I believe, of Testament Order of the High Human. It is an upcoming game that should release in July. So look out for this on Steam. Look out for more demos from Nextfest coming up this week. Otherwise, we're going to see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. This is Headset VR, and take care. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.